Hello everyone, this is Sanyukta Saxena. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher and welcome to this brand new series on Zentangle Wintertiles. Yes, winter is already set in India and I think in most of the parts of the world, Christmas is around the corner. So let's have a feel of winters in our tiles too. So for this series, I will be using these tan tiles. Yes, and the usual Zentangle tools, which is the Micron O1, and I also have a boulder nib, which is O8. I have my white charcoal, I have my jelly roll, and I will be using three chalk pencils. These are soft pastels, which are basically three shades of blue. And I have also kept a jelly roll handy, which is again a glitter jelly roll in the shade of blue. But this is optional. You may not keep it. Yeah, but we are going to be using these tools during this session. So let's get started right away with today's session. I'm going to start with a sense of gratitude and appreciation towards this beautiful art form and towards the wonderful opportunity that it gives us to create art in such a easy and simple way. Yes, so what I'm going to do first is start with a light border. So I'm adding a pencil border first and then I'm going to ink it and I'm going to ink it really bold. Yes. So take some deep breaths, relax yourself, stretch yourself, stretch your fingers, relax your hands, make sure you have adequate lighting, and let's get started. Yeah, as I mentioned, if you have an O8 or even if you have even a bolder nib like graphic one or an identi pen, I would like this border to be done bold enough. So I'm using my graphic. You can also use your identi or you can do two layers with your O8, whichever way you are comfortable. Yes, and then I'm going to switch straight away to my Micron and let's start to tangle. So I'm going to be drawing a tangle called gorgeous. So we are going to place couple of gorgeous here on the tile. Yes, so let's start here with the center. So a thinner aura and a thicker aura. We just have to alternate. You can also use your brown pen if you wish. So thicker aura, thinner aura goes right till the end. A thicker aura, a thinner aura goes right till the end. A thicker aura and a thinner aura goes right till the end. Yes, then I'm going to add one more here. Start the way you wish to. Don't really have to worry about the shape, the size. Go with the spaces. Again, a thicker aura, a thinner aura goes right till the end. A thicker aura and a thinner aura. Yes, so that was the second one. Let's add a few more, probably one more, a thicker aura, then a thinner aura goes till the end. So keep alternating, it's just about auras. They kind of have a onion kind of a shape, inspired from the look of the gourd. Tangle gorgeous. Yes, you can have a few hidden ones here. For example, you can just draw something like this. So a hidden one there. Draw the way you wish to. Yes. So we have drawn a couple of gorges. Now here I'm going to add a cap somewhere, the Santa hidden there. Yes. And then I'm going to start with a tangle called crescent moon, or you can add a tangle called tag, or you can add printums. whole lot of tangles that you can choose from. I'm giving you choices. I'm using one of them, the simplest one. Yes. So use a bolder nib again like an 08 and ink your moons. So take your time, slowly go to each. And ink the moons. Yes. If you want, you can add something else inside. So I'm done with inking my moons, and the next step, as usual, I have again switched my nib to O1. I'm going to add some auras, one to each. So aura them simultaneously. Take your time. No hurry. Yes, so that was the first layer. Let's add some more. If you want, you can add one more layer of moons. It's entirely your choice. If you want, you can add a tangle called tag. Let's see if we want to add another tangle in between. Yes. So I've added 2 layers of auras and I'm now going to the third. Take your time. You can add as many auras as you wish. I just want to leave some space empty in between. So probably I will add a layer of tag. Yes, the tangle tag. Something like this. Or you can add some additional auras. Again insert again the moon shape, but this time not inking it. Adding kind of a droplet shape inside. Adding one additional aura. Take your time. You can repeat the moons if you wish. And last 2 left, I think. And the last one here. Yes. So now let's move on to our gorgeous. So gorgeous is also to be inked. So there's a lot of inking here. If you want, you can add some other tangles inside. You can add orbs. You can add any other tangle that you feel like. Let's keep it simple today, being the first style. And I always like the drama that inking adds to my gorgeous. So I'm going to slowly ink it. Take your time. Just leave the thinner auras the way they are and just ink the thicker auras like this. Yeah, so I will do exactly the same for all. Yeah, so I'm still inking and you can see how the inking adds immediately to the look of my tile, to the look of the gorgeous. the beautiful onion shapes. Just extending it a little more to fill up tiny spaces. And the last one here. Almost finishing with my inking here on the last section. Take your time, do it slowly at your own pace. No hurry. Yes, so we are done with that. Probably I'm going to add one more tag here. Yes. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is add a border, which will be probably mookas. Yeah. So let's add one more black line at the edge, very close to the edge, and let's add a nice mooka border to the tile. Yes. So once you are done with that, again use your pen. I'm using my 08 and adding some mookas, one up, one down, something like this. Yes, like this. Continuing in the same fashion, mookas, alternating, facing up, facing down. Take your time. Yeah. So I'm done drawing my mooka. I'm just going to insert a small flower like thing in between. Something like this. Yes. In the in-between spaces between the two heads. Just inserting something like a flower. Yes. And this empty space you can comfortably insert a flux. On both sides. Like this. Yeah. So let us now move on to our next step, which will be using our jelly roll white. So I have my jelly roll 10 here, and the first thing that I'm going to do here is add an aura just adjoining my border inside the bold border that I drew. I'm adding a jelly roll aura inside the border. Make sure you don't put your hands on the jelly roll immediately after using it. Keep rotating. Add the aura. If you need to redo the back line, we can do that once again. First, let us add a white aura. So I am redoing it once again. Just like we do for transcending. Should be thick enough, visible. If you think your black has gone thinner, you can redo it with your bolder nib. Revisit the black. If you think at places it has gone, the jelly roll has, covered your black, then you can kind of revisit it. Yes, now let us add some chalk first, or if you want you can again use your jelly roll and start adding some small and bigger dots. I'm not shading first, I'm first adding some snow. Have fun. That's snow, kind of representing snow. And then I'm going to add white inside here. You will also need a red pen. I forgot to mention that. A red sketch pen, brush pen, identity pen, whatever you have handy. Please go with that. Yes. So this inside portion has to be red. So I have an identity pen handy here. So probably I will use that. It's not working too well, but it's fine. You can use your brush pen also, a sketch pen, anything. Yes. And then let us first use our chalk pencils. What say? Yes. So I have 3 shades here, as I mentioned. 3 shades of blue itself. So I'm going to start with the darkest shade first. Yes, like this. So just make sure that the pencils are sharp enough. If they are not, then you will have chalk at places where you don't want it to be. So I'm starting with the darkest blue that I have. These are chalk pastels. You can use brush pens. You can use watercolors, watercolor pencils, whatever you have handy. Then I'll go to one more shade. Oh, I think this was darker. That's okay. So a little darker shade. A little lighter one. And this is the lightest. Yes. And and then we will add some white inside. So let us blend this first. Make sure you use different blending stubs for your grays, for your whites, and for your colored chalk. Just blend the blues to form a nice sky. So this is chalk, so there will be some dust on your tile. Just brush it off. Blend the chalk nicely. Press it into your tile. Yes. So once you are done with that, next pick up your white charcoal and start adding it here. So I have still not used my graphite pencil. I'm using my white chalk inside. Still not used my graphite anywhere. We shall do that later. First the ice, the icy feel. Use your white chalk. Add it on the inside of the area that you created using the bold black pen. Yes. I'm now going to use a different stub and soften the white a little. Like this. Have fun. Now probably I will give slight touches of graphite here and there. Wherever there is an overlap, I will just touch some bit of graphite there. Not much, not really going into my whites. Just a bit on the gorgeous. Something like this. Yes, and then I'm going to use my jelly roll once again. Add some stars inside. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Very tiny 4 lines is what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yes, very tiny ones. If you want, you can just go with simple dots. That is also fine. If you have that glitter jelly roll, then you can add some glitter. Dots. I'm not sure if it is very visible on the camera, but yes, they have a glitter. Looks very nice. Just adding it at the ends. A mystic kind of a feel, a snowy feel. Something like this. Yeah. And then I'm going to add graphite on the outside now. So use your pencil and add thick graphite on the outside of the bold aura that you added. Yes, this part is similar to transcending. And then blend. Take your time. Slowly blend the graphite, but do not cover the entire border. We will add some whites there, or if you want you can add some gold. I try to use minimum of tools. With whatever we have, we try and create beautiful tiles. If you have a gold jelly roll handy, you can introduce gold on the outside. I'm probably going to go with some white. Yes, so going to add some white here and there, just to highlight the border a little more. Take your time. It can also look like snow. Yes, and this part you can fill it with white. If you have a jelly roll which is a little, not the 10 but the 08. So I've added white to these flower kind of shapes that were there in between my mookas, and then you can just add a touch of shade on your mookas with your graphite. Just on one side probably. Take your time, slowly. Just a touch of graphite there and a dot is all that you need to highlight your mookas a little bit. Yes. So that's about it. I don't think I want to do anything else to this style. Let's keep it simple. If you want to add some bit of darkness here, you can use your graphite pencil and add a little touch here. It's already dark with your blue, so you may or may not do that, since we have used a darker shade of blue there. Yes. So these things are optional. You may not do it. Some bit of pencil, white pencil, if you want, you can use here as a highlight. Blend it. A soft touch here. Blend it. And that's it. I don't think we need to do anything else. I hope it looks like a mystic tile. You may need to do some of the jelly rolls. Yeah. So that's our first tile, and I will see you again in the next session with many more of such winter Zentangle tiles. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye.